Wake up in the tea, saying touch me, I'm famous. Hey stranger, where you been? Long time no see.
Hey guys, it's your boy, Master CiRRO here, and welcome to a new tutorial on this channel. And it's not a normal tutorial, it's also a kind of celebration because I'm releasing my FIFA 15 mod, FIFA 07 mod for FIFA 15. It's the first version, but I'm not releasing it because I finished it. Indeed, I'm releasing it because I didn't quit it, but I paused it. The reason for that is that I not in the mood to continue right now. I don't know. So many things happened in the last months, and I've got so much to do. Yeah, I'm not finding the time currently, and also it's the 1st of September, and FIFA 16 will be released at the end of this month. So I don't see the reason to continue it on FIFA 15. Also, yeah, of course, FIFA 14 is still played by loads of people, but it's simply because that the engine is a completely different one, and there are many people who can't run FIFA 15 because their PC isn't good enough, and therefore they got FIFA 14. And Modding Way still tries to release mods for it so that it stays updated, and therefore a lot of people still play it. But because FIFA 16 will run on the same engine, or pretty much the same engine as FIFA 15, I don't see anyone still playing it after FIFA 16's release. So I'm just releasing this early, I don't know, alpha 0.1 version, which will be pretty much a preview for the future FIFA 16 mod. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you how to install it, and then yeah, I'm gonna read the patch log. And yeah, I don't think I need to add gameplays because I have some on my channel. You can just watch that. Okay, so if you look into the description, you can find this file, which is called FIFA 07 patched by angefangene.rar. So what you're gonna do is right click it and extract it. I'm pretty sure you have a program like FreeArc, WinRAR or 7-zip. Simply extract it, then you get the folder, then just open the folder. Now you got these files. And also use README, which is fairly detailed and which contains the patch log, so I'm gonna read that later. Okay, what you're gonna do to install the mod. First, go into your Origin Games folder, which contains the FIFA 15 folder, and what I recommend you is to copy your FIFA 15 folder. Simply copy it and then paste it so that you got two of them. The reason for that is because then you have one FIFA 15 folder which you can use for online play, and one that you can use for this mod. Because once you install the mod, your FIFA 15 will not be playable online. It will not work online, so you can simply switch through them simply by, let's say this is the online version and this is the modded version. So you can just call this one FIFA 15.0 and then just rename this to FIFA 15, so you can play that. And if you want to play online again, just rename the FIFA 15 folder to FIFA 15M and this one simply to FIFA 15. Okay. Also, you have to know that because I did the mod on an older FIFA 15 version than the current, it's very important that you start the FIFA 15 online version, so the non-edited version first when you start Origin, because as soon as Origin starts, it will instantly check for patches, and it will not ask you to update, it will simply do the update process. And once it updates, all files, if you have the FIFA 15 modded version of me, all files will become corrupted. It may be possible that you can simply patch it again, but I'm not quite sure about it, just look out for that. Okay, enough of that. So, simply copy all the files in my patch folder, simply copy them, then go into your FIFA 15 folder and paste them in there. If it asks you to overwrite it, click yes to all. Okay, now you've done that. Now go into the FIFA i68 controller folder and start the i68 controller.exe. Okay, now this will come up, probably. It's not guaranteed. The operations may not be completed regularly and create problems. Do you want to continue anyway? Yes. And if it asks you for updates, simply skip it. Okay, so now this window opens up, and all you gotta do now is click Regenerator. Simply click it. It will take a few seconds, and then operation completed, and that's it. Now you can exit this, and the mod is installed. Everything will work just like it should. Okay, yeah, regarding this. So, as I said, a lot of things I planned aren't in this version. It is the 0.1 version, but you can see it as an early build, and like I said, as a preview of my future FIFA 16 mod. Okay, so the patch log is I edited some teams. I edited Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan, Barcelona, Real Madrid and Germany. But I only edited the starting 11 and some bench players. I wanted to do all players of the club, but yeah, that's before I wanted to, how can I say this? I wanted to first do the main events and then the not so important ones. So that's what I did. And also regarding Germany, in some cases I also added players, like for example Kevin Kurani to Schalke or so. So in some cases I also added the players to their teams. Yeah, then I edited some leagues, mostly big leagues like Bundesliga, BPL, Liga BVA, Eredivisie, League 1. So what I did is simply put all teams that played in the 2006-07 version that played in that league, I put them in there. But for example, let's say there was a club in Eredivisie that played in 2006, but it's not included in the game. In that case, I simply left that space out. So if a league originally had 18 slots, 18 team slots, only 14 teams or something are in there. Regarding that. So I added the balls. I downloaded the ball pack, which is in the credits. The Nike Total 90 Aero ball pack by Darks, which was for FIFA 13, and I pretty much modified it so that it will work in FIFA 15. And also I took the MLS ball because it had the same layout as the Bundesliga ball, then edited it, and now I have the Bundesliga ball. So we have balls for Bundesliga, BPL, Serie A, Liga BVA and the international teams. And also regarding the national teams, the ball is obviously the Adidas Team Geist ball, and it's also the Arena ball. And there are some hidden balls in the game, maybe you can find them. Then I edited, for the teams I edited the home kits, but no away, third or goalkeeper kits, because it's my first mod. It's the first time I do editing at all, and creating kits was pretty hard. So I simply concentrated on the most important things, which were the home kits, and then I left the other kits out. Then I edited and added players, and I had to add a lot of players, like for example the Brazilian Ronaldo, Robinho, for example David Beckham, Roberto Carlos, a lot of legends. And it was very fun doing that, of course. And also edited some players, not only the stats, but the outer appearance. For example, I removed Pirlo's beard. I mostly edited hair. So I gave Drogba and Messi, who have short hair originally. Well, Drogba has a ponytail, but it is short in that regard. I gave them long hair, and therefore it is glitched. Messi kinda looks like he had cancer, and then the hair started flowing out of his head, shooting out of his head. And in case of Drogba, I think the hair is too short for his head, so his hair just flies everywhere and it just looks stupid. But for my first try, it is pretty okay. And last but not least, I edited a splash screen just to show that it's my mod, and it looks pretty nice. Okay, you have to note that only things like kickoff tournaments will work, and career will not work. I didn't test it, it is not supported, it will not work. And that's what I did, and what I plan to add in the FIFA 16 version, but that's way ahead of the future, will be a game phase for everyone. All 07 kids, all 07 teams, leagues and players, all 07 balls, referees and boots. And that's also something that I didn't write here. And yeah, I also had to add another thing. Let's go to the top again to edited teams. There are some teams I plan to edit for the final version. For example, Juventus. I planned to not release an unfinished alpha. I plan to release a demo version which contains a few teams, I think 14 or 15 teams, but they would be all complete. All kids edited, all players in there, but it didn't come to that. So I planned Juventus, but I didn't start on editing them, so I only got like 13 players of the ones already being in FIFA 15, and their stats are unchanged. They are stock players, and therefore the team may not work. And yeah, it just contains 13 players. So yeah, there are another teams, I think, but yeah, you have to consider that. Yeah, that. And regarding boots, all created players have the same boots. I think they are green and purplish, and I didn't change that, so that's maybe a minus, but well. New scoreboards and airports. Modding Way released 2 scoreboards in the last 2 months, and before that they never did, so I think it's fairly new to edit scoreboards in FIFA 15, and because FIFA 16 will use the same engine, I guess that scoreboard editing will be possible, so maybe, but that's all in the future. All 07 managers, gloves and music, and especially music will be, it was not possible to add music in any way in the next gen FIFAs. Of course with the in-game tools it was, but since they are gone, I don't see that. Yeah, that's the steps. And then for the final version, but really that's way ahead in the future, I try to do a full function career mode. That will be the ultimate thing, but it will not happen anytime soon. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Everything is said, I guess. So, of course, it was very fun working on this mod. It was a hard time getting into it, but once I was there, it was fun. Very interesting 3 months. Great time. So thank you for watching, thank you for downloading this, and please support me by hitting the like button on this video, and please subscribe. And yeah, thank you and goodbye.